Welcome to Blue Harvest Toys, and yes, the part 2 of rebuilding this beautiful Dinky UFO Interceptor. As you can see, I've done some painting. Not entirely sure, I'm not really happy with it, but it does look better than it did. There we go, so we're going to put all of that together now. So simply re-chromed the bits that you can see on that. We don't need to put the pilot back in there. I've not even touched him. He's grey and you can see his little pink face. That was the only reason I really got this bit out, is to glue him back in there. So we will glue him back in there. The window is not perfect. We do have a little bit of a crack there, but it is the original, so I'm not going to get a replacement. We're going to use the original. And I did have to drill that out from there, but once we get that back in, we can either push it back down. It'll probably stay in anyway, but we'll get there. And we just need to glue this little guy in there.
The UFO Interceptor, produced in 1971, was the first of 3 models from the UFO TV series. The others being the 352 Edstrakers car and the 353 Shadow 2 mobile. Although a reasonably accurate physical version of the TV model, unfortunately it was produced in a green colour rather than white of the actual Interceptor used in the TV series. The best feature by far was a nuclear missile on the front.
I did 3D print the missile.
This was activated by releasing a spring-loaded lever on the bottom of the model, which could also be fitted with an exploding cap that produced a satisfying bang when the missile shot out. These caps were usually used in toy guns, but could be inserted singly behind the missile. This was Jerry and Sylvia Anderson's production for Century 21. The UFO TV series premise is a secret organisation called Shadow. The Supreme Headquarters Alien Defense Organization were defending Earth against alien invaders. Shadow Interceptors were red and white space fighters used to defend Earth against these marauding hordes of aliens, who were equipped only with a single nuclear missile as a weapon. Usually they flew in groups of 3, taking off from Shadow's moon base. Apart from the colour, the Dinky model is a close and faithful representation of the model craft used in the TV series. The original prop was designed by Mike Trim and Derek Meddins. There is disagreement between some experts about which of the first version produced. It's either the red-legged or the orange-legged version. The evidence to support the orange-legged version, as if original issue is based around the red pilot, which was from an existing model, the 102 Geo 90 car, and was only ever used in one Interceptor version. The other versions all using a grey-green pilot, also used with the 722 Harrier and other aircraft models.
So basically now we have to put all this back together. This is going to be fun.
In May 1971, Meccano magazine, the launch of the model is featured with the Dinky News section, and it describes it as having orange legs. The red-legged version is rare, which implies that Dinky ran out of red legs and red detailing early on in the production cycle, which is unusual for a first production run. Red detailing inserts have also been seen on orange-legged versions and vice versa, which suggests that the red plastic supplies were available for a long time. The evidence to support the red legs of the original model is a red leg version being sold in a plain cardboard box dated 1971, the first year of manufacturing, and interestingly with a red plastic detail with no chrome paint. Alongside the red legs, these are similar to the last ever versions, but those were made with orange plastic detailing. So is this the first version? Or is it the one on the left? All agree the last version is on the right. There were at least 9 parts that were changed or modified over the 9 years the Interceptor was in production. The final version, in line with many other models at the end of the factory's life, cut costs whenever possible. In the case of this model, the brass coloured paint detail and the chrome finish were dropped. The most numerous versions had orange legs and had many variants, including cockpit colours and pilots, as well as the production came to an end and the removal of the chrome detail finish, as well as a bronze detailing, leaving a significant amount of orange plastic in view. Some of the red version variations are illustrated here, There is a red Joe 90 Pilot variant that has had orange detailing and red legs. All red versions are the rarest, although the red detailing is usually under a chrome finish. The Interceptor production run encapsulated 3 box types: the cardboard with the inner tray, the bubble pack, and the window box. The first box was all cardboard with an inner tray and excellent artwork, although the Interceptor depicted was white and red, as in the TV series, rather than the green of the actual model. The inner tray had 2 pieces as well as a packing piece. The back of the main tray usually came with a warning notice, but some were plain. The second type of box was the bubble tray, which could have a blue or less seen white base. There are also 2 different fonts used on the blue based version. The final box version was a hanging window box type.
That's in there. That's should stay in once we get the lid on. So, right, next thing we need to do is get all this together.
In 1980, the Earth is threatened by an alien race who kidnap and kill humans and use them for body parts. A highly secret military organisation is set up in the hope of defending the Earth from this alien threat. This organisation is named Shadow and operates from a secret location beneath a film studio. They also operate a fleet of submarines and are based on the moon, as well as early warning satellites that detect inbound UFOs. UFOs can be destroyed in space by interceptors, which are launched from moon base. If one gets through, it can be attacked in the Earth's atmosphere by high altitude aircraft launched from one of the submarines. If a UFO also avoids this and manages to land, it can be tracked and destroyed by a number of mobile armoured vehicles which are deployed throughout the world. UFO is a 1970 British science fiction television series about the ongoing covert efforts of a government defence organisation to prevent an alien invasion of Earth. It was created by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson with Reg Hill and produced by the Andersons and Lou Grade's Century 21. A single series of 26 episodes, including the pilot, was filmed over the course of more than a year. A 5-month production break was caused by the closure of the MGM British Studios in Bournemouth, where the show was initially made. Production then moved to the Pinewood Studios in Buckinghamshire. UFO was first broadcast in the UK and Canada in 1970 and in US syndication over the next 2 years. The Andersons' live-action science fiction movie Doppelganger, also known as Journey to the Far Side of the Sun, is considered an immediate precursor to UFO, which was the first entirely live-action TV series. The series features actors, costumes, props, locations and music that had appeared in the film, and 11 cast members of the film appeared in at least 1 episode of UFO. Following syndication in the US and initial favouring ratings, a possible second series was planned. Initially entitled UFO 1999, this eventually became Space 1999.
I mean, the mechanism was working before I took it apart. Hopefully it's still working, but it is the rocket that I want to see firing. Now we've 3D printed a rocket, so that's that. I'm not so sure about the spring, but there we go. That's working. That is working. That's good. I've done nothing with the sleds. I've just coloured where the stress marks were. I didn't think it was necessary to do anything with them, to be honest with you. Right then, so we need to get that on there. That on there. There we go. Right, so the screws, I'll put them on the back of here. Let's close that up. Don't they glue dry? So put the screws in there. I'm going to give them a bit of an oil. Should have done that before, but give them a bit of an oil just to get that rust off. Let's see if we can get these in now. close her up. I don't want to close it up too tight, but I want to close it up properly. There we go. I think we're all right. This feels a lot better. Nice to have it back together. Now I have painted it, and as I say, I'm not really happy with it, so I could paint it again, which I could have really done without taking it apart, but I'm glad I took it apart and found out what great design was in there. And fixed the little guy in the cockpit anyway. We've got the little guy in the cockpit, so that's together. As I say, I could do a bit of varnishing, things like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the stickers on, and then we're going to see if that missile does fire. So I've got the stickers, well, the transfers, and I got them the day after I ordered them. I want to give these a good mention. Black square decals. It came the day. I mean, I ordered it in the afternoon, and then it came the next day. Believe it or not. So good. So, what I've done is I have put this in warm water. I've had to cut them into 3, but there we go. There we go. We'll let that dry. Not quite in the middle. There we go. There we go. That's better. That will dry a bit brighter. So, looking at these now, I probably have to cut further around them. I don't think it really matters with these because we've got them on the side, don't we? They did send us full instructions on how to do these as well, which is absolutely fantastic. But we're just putting them in a bit of warm water. Used to do these transfers all the time with those airfix kits, things like that. It's just a matter of getting it in the correct position. I think we should be all right. Just there we go. It's still there. We go. It's slide. So if we just slide that off there. Wow, that looks better already. And the other one, I'm going to cut it down again. Outstanding, outstanding stickers. Get that in the water. So as that dries out, it'll become more orange. Wonderful. There we go. Oh, a bit lower. There we go. Perfect. Right, we're gonna leave that. We'll leave that to dry now. That looks brilliant. I'm not so sure about that. I might be. There we go. I thought it was a bit wonky, but it's okay. So yeah, apart from the little crack there, nothing I can do about that. I think we've done a pretty good job. I didn't strip that. I should have done actually, because I've got no gold paint, but I touched it up as much as I can. It looks better. The original should have been black anyway, but I did touch up the front gold bits as well. So all we've got left to do, that's stuck now. Have we pulled it back? Yes, we pulled it back. Oh, it looks better. It looks so much better. Right, I'm gonna fire this. I'll do a couple of fire test shots. Wow! Ah. Wow! Oh, I'm surprised these got made, you know. Bloody hell. Hopefully. There we go. Oh, how good is that? Oh, play with this for hours. Oh. Although holding the trigger. So there we go. One fantastic. I keep touching these and I don't want to because they're still not dry. But as you can see, endless fun with this. Why did I not have one of these as a kid? I'm glad I've got one now. Absolutely brilliant. Go out and get one. Go out and get one. That's all I can say. Oh, who cares about Rocket Fire and Boba Fett when you've got this? Oh my god. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was educational. I hope it helps out in some way. I am by no means a professional in doing this. I'm still learning myself, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying buying beaten up dinkies, whatever, and doing them up. It's absolutely brilliant. So if you want to see more, please thumb up the video, please subscribe, and until the next video, may the toys be with you. That is freaking awesome.